Tonight, the Director of Public Prosecutions, Noordin Haji, is claiming there was massive interference with witnesses and an attempt to subvert justice in the prosecution of former National Treasury Cabinet Secretary Henry Rotich and others accused persons in the Arror and Kimwarer Dams graft case. Haji, through Special Prosecutor Taib Ali Taib and Senior Assistant Director of Public Prosecutions Alexander Muteti, told Anti-Corruption Court Chief Magistrate Lawrence Mugambi that witnesses are being asked to stay away to slow puncture the multi-billion shillings matter. But defense lawyers Katwa Kigen and Kioko Kilukumi hit back, accusing the prosecution of sensationalizing the matter and seeking scapegoats after failing to prove their case against the accused persons. Francis Gachuri reports on the raging legal tussle.
Former National Treasury Cabinet Secretary Henry Rotich and former Kerio Valley Development Authority Managing Director David Kimosop are among 9 accused persons facing graft charges over the award of tenders for construction of Arror and Kimwarer dams in Elgeyo Marakwet County. With only 1 out of 40 witnesses testifying so far, more than 3 years after prosecution commenced, claims of an attempt to derail the wheels of justice have emerged.
We have prosecuted cases before, but I must say this with a very heavy heart. This is a difficult brief, not because of its complexity, but the dynamics that come with it.
The Directorate of Public Prosecutions claiming witnesses were being dissuaded from testifying ostensibly to defeat the cause of justice.
That was precisely the reason why, when we made our application yesterday, we sought summons as against all remaining witnesses. Because the pattern that is emerging is not only disturbing but can shock the conscience of a reasonable prosecutor.
If there is interference with witnesses, this is not a matter to come and make statements from the bar. You need evidence. They should have tabled before you affidavit evidence on these interferences. And interfering with a witness is a criminal offense. Subverting the course of justice is a criminal offense. All these are prosecutors. Why are they not prosecuting those who are interfering?
On the other issues raised of witness interference, I concur with the defense admission that this is a matter of fact, and the prosecution should substantiate those allegations by filing appropriate applications before the court instead of sensationalizing the matters.
The ODPP has already expressed to you, Your Honor, about the witness tampering and witness reluctance that has come in on a massive scale. And I don't want to go any further. In view of what we have said, we want to assure you, Your Honor, that that problem is going to be dealt with by way of the relevant correct applications formally to be filed before this court.
So far, only 1 witness has taken to the stand in the matter. Charity Mui, a secretary at KVDA, tendered her evidence for 8 months, and she was to be followed by Maurice Juma, who has since died.
The evidence that I shall give to this court.
Gideon Rotich, witness number 28, was to testify today, but asked the court for more time, claiming he needed more time to refresh his mind on the statement he recorded, a move that triggered a tussle between the prosecution and defense teams.
Let the witness on the stand tender his evidence for whatever it is worth, so that as we leave this court, fairness is realized both by the defense and the prosecution.
Your Honor, as you consider this issue, Your Honor, we pray that in the back of your mind, even if it doesn't get down through your ink into paper, Your Honor, you please be alive and conscious of the fact that from where we sit and from our explanation, Your Honor, it is the position that government had approved this project. It is because it was politically inconvenient that they brought these people to court, Your Honor. We produced documents to that effect, Your Honor.
Ultimately, the witness was allowed to stand down.
Clearly, looking at the witness, he looks tensed, and in my view, I would consider it not I would not consider him not to be in a calm state of mind to testify today.
The Chief Magistrate calling to order the prosecution and defense teams.
I urge all counsels to exercise great caution and restraint to avoid political undertones, to ensure that the integrity and the fairness of these proceedings, and to preserve the administration of justice by the courts.
Former National Treasury Principal Secretary Dr. Kamau Thuge had been charged alongside Rotich and Kimosop, but later had his charges withdrawn and later converted to a state witness in the matter. Francis Gachuri, Citizen TV.